Time to jump into the action, and we have a red zone alert as this defense looks to stop a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, is it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got him on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 3 yards out. Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard. We have a red zone situation brewing. This defense on their heels a little bit as they get set to defend at 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Leonard Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Prescott.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time... Now can this offense muster a late 2nd quarter drive to break our tie? Let's see. They'll have to be pretty efficient with their time here. Watch the clock. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Cohen. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it, and that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will take the lead at 13. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it. We drop you into the action here, neck and neck, tie game, 3rd quarter, 3rd down. Can this defense nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. On 1st down, it's Cohen. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. Yeah, that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. 8 yards of it. A touchdown and an extra point would tie this game late. What can this defense do now that their opponents are in the red zone? They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From a yard. Tight game here, but this offense does have the lead. Decent amount of time on the clock, and the defense has all 3 timeouts. So can the offense manage things and milk this clock away? It's time to find out. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Switch it. Got it.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Come on now, let's go. 50. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And he finds a man on a crossing route. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.